Hi, Fredericksburg United Methodist Church. This is your pastoral team, Pastor Gina.
And Pastor Josh.
Pastor Jim.
And we're coming to you we're taping this on Friday after almost a full week of protests here in our community and in the nation. And we're coming to tell you that we continue to pray for our country and for our community here in Fredericksburg in the face of the death of George Floyd, the grief and mourning that we have seen from the African American community in response, the protest. Certainly, we are wrenched as we watch what is happening, and we want you to know that we are holding the community, and particularly the African American community, near to our heart and to our prayers, as well as those that are on the front lines trying to keep the peace and move with the protesters at this time.
So as your pastors, we feel the need to provide some resources to us as a community of faith on how we are able to continue to be in prayer for those that are hurting during this time, as well as how we can have conversation about faith and race and reconciliation. So we will be providing a list of resources to you all on this upcoming Wednesday, June 10th. We will have the opportunity to celebrate in worship on the 14th, Peace with Justice Sunday. Your staff here at the church are planning on having some roundtable conversations, and we lift up the movie Just Mercy as a great resource for you and your families to watch to begin these conversations. We'll also be providing opportunities with small groups to have conversation around the United Methodist Church's General Commission on Religion and Race, a series they provided entitled Vital Conversations.
The events of the last several days have been heartbreaking to me. Having grown up in a community of law enforcement people and been to a African American seminary, I have relationships on many sides of what's going on, and pray with all my heart that one day we will have the conversations that will allow us to begin to listen to each other and to really bring change. And so I'm hoping that with what we're planning over the next few weeks, that we will begin to have those conversations, to begin to really, really listen deeply to each other and begin the process of healing in our community, in our neighborhoods and in our world.
So we invite you to join us in this hope that we believe that we need to be on the forefront as a church, as a people of God. Part of our vows is to be a church of all nations and races and ages. And so we believe that we need to live into those vows and to stand against injustice. As I have said, we stand against racism in any forms. We stand against oppression in any forms in which they present themselves to us as United Methodist. We hope you'll join us. Join us as our staff gather with us as pastors in roundtable, in a study coming up that we're offering, and then we're going to encourage our Sunday school classes to engage in as well. So join us, pray with us, worship with us as we celebrate Peace with Justice Sunday on the coming Sunday, June 14th. God bless you. And God be with you, and God comfort you as you mourn in all of the situations. Some people have said it's like we're hit with two viruses at this time, the virus of racism and the virus of COVID, and we are praying for all that we are going through. And as Jim said, all that are involved. We are very aware that our police force here in the community is keeping us safe at this time. We are appreciative of all those that are working, from our officials and others that are working on national agendas, and others that are just working in the midst of the struggle that we all feel. We are very mindful of our brothers and sisters of color, particularly those in the African American community at this time. You are on our hearts, and we stand with you against racism.
So over the next couple of weeks, we will continue these conversations, and we will do so being reminded that we are not a people of any particular political persuasion, but that we are a people of one faith, one God, that we are a people who seek to follow Jesus Christ. So we hope that with whatever may be pulling at us, that we can turn towards the God that unites us all.
Amen.
Amen.